It is intellectually disturbing when older black men, make the assumption that men date down. Watch this clip. I'll be right back to provide an in-depth analysis.
Men love unconditionally and women love conditionally, meaning that a man can see a woman and no matter what walk of life she comes from, and no matter not only what walk of life she comes from, he can be a billionaire and he'll marry a nanny.
Right. Yeah.
Because they love unconditionally. They'll look at you and love you and marry you however you are. However, it's different when it comes to a woman. A woman loves conditionally. Let me prove your conditions. Would you marry someone if you had the bag and they didn't have the bag, but they had what you needed emotionally?
Yeah.
Men do not date down. The fact that a billionaire married the nanny or the lady who is a barista at Starbucks does not mean that that man dated down or married down. That is because women are not measured or judged based on what? Economic resources. I mean, men made the rules. Patriarchy stipulated that women are judged based on what? Our beauty, our attractiveness, our youthfulness, and our fertility. Those are the sexual market value for women. And so it is intellectually baffling for these men to make the assumption that a woman should go down and marry a man who is not on her level in terms of economic resources. Women are not judged or measured based on what? Economic resources. I have the chart for the sexual market value of women in this particular section of my presentation. On the other hand, men are measured based on their social status and their economic resources. So a man needs money. The man needs money to be able to date and marry the hot nanny, to date the sexy, young, 25-year-old barista who has a beautiful body, beautiful hair, and glowing with youthful exuberance. It is a man's money that allows him to pursue the beautiful women that they want. Because men who have money are not focused on a woman's economic resources. Rather, they are focused on a woman's beauty, sexual attractiveness, youthfulness, and fertility, implying that the social currency for women is looks, beauty, and attractiveness, and the social currency for men is money. Having economic resources and a social class is what will position a man to get the woman that he wants. And to think that the rule of social engagement was stipulated by men. These rules are rooted in patriarchy. Patriarchy indicated that women are judged based on their looks and their attractiveness. That is why women predominate the anti-aging industry and the beauty industry to combat and reduce the speed with which women age. Women are not judged based on their economic resources. Any man who looks at a woman based on the economic resources that she has is definitely not a man who is empowered financially. Also, it is a fallacy to assume that men are able to love unconditionally. Men do not love unconditionally. They love on condition. Men are superficial. That is why when a man marries you and you gain a little weight, he starts complaining and he will cheat. That is why men, when they marry women at a certain stage in their lives where they were not successful, the moment they begin to make money, they will cheat on their wife because now they have the resources to pursue the women they find sexually attractive. Men cannot give love, much more unconditional love. That is why when your wife dies, her body does not decompose and you are out there trying to find the next woman to get laid. Even existing research indicates that when women are diagnosed of a chronic illness, the possibility of their husbands staying with them through that period and being faithful to them is very low. Men would cheat on a wife that is struggling with a chronic illness, and that is the fact. And so men are not capable of loving, much more give unconditional love. To make the analogy that a billionaire would marry the nanny or the woman who has no money and a sales clerk, making men have unconditional love is very unintelligent. Wealthy men who have money do not value money. They understand that women are not judged based on economic resources. Women are judged and measured based on their youthfulness, their sexual attractiveness, their beauty, their looks, and their fertility. And so wealthy men understand that they are not marrying down, rather their money will give them the opportunity to marry the woman they find attractive, they find sexually appealing, they find suitable to fit into their lives. Clearly, most of you men do not even understand the system that works in your favor, which is patriarchy. Much more, most of you men cannot afford patriarchy. Dear men, anytime you choose a woman because of the money she has, you're choosing her because you need her to survive, not because you want her. My name is Dr. Zita. I am a sociologist. I offer the critical perspective. If you're not following, guess what? Hit the follow button.